Good afternoon. My name is Scott Rutherford, Chief Strategic Officer at T3Live.com. Welcome to today's recap and look ahead.
观众朋友们，大家好，欢迎收看今天的直击美股，我是主持人张舒，在纽约向您问好。周一美股收高，我们看到今天道指是上涨了100点之多。今天市场主要是受到了原油提振的影响，以及关于英国退欧公投的担心正在消退。另外一方面，我们来看一下大宗商品，今天原油是上涨了，但是黄金是在下跌。总的来说，也是显示着市场的一个担忧情绪正在消退。我们看到今天衡量市场恐慌指数 VIX 是交易在17.4附近，相比于上周也是有了1点的下降。但是总体来说，今天包括像科技板块以及银行板块表现的并不是十分理想。在未来，如果我们需要市场有更强劲的一个上涨动力，这2个板块是必不可少的。本周我们将会有2个非常重要的经济事件，也就是明天耶伦的一个国会作证讲话，以及星期四的英国退欧公投。好的，更多的消息，让我们来看一下今天交易员的独家分析。Hi, Scott. U.S. stocks traded higher today amid oil gains and also the fear of Brexit diminished. So how do you think about the overall market right now?
Well, I think if anyone bought the market after 10 o'clock today, they were probably a little frustrated.
Yep.
But, in perspective, it traded okay. Last week the S&P hit a low of 2,050 when everyone was de-risking because Brexit was named 500 times. And if I remember us talking about it last week, we said, okay, the consensus is usually wrong, and then boom, the poll stay happened, and we had a big gap up, which might have been just too much. You look here at the chart, all in all, we're still in this range. We still have this little breakout failure intact, and we did come in as low as 2,050-ish. So to hit 2,100 and sell down, not the biggest deal when we have Yellen tomorrow, and we still have the actual vote on the 23rd. So I think all in all, we're in the range, and I do think that the bulls have slight control right now.
On the other hand, tech sector shows some weakness today, which had gapped up but sold off in the afternoon. So how do you think about the stocks like Apple and Netflix and also Twitter? It shows some momentum since last week. So can this momentum continue?
It's such a mixed bag with stocks. And, on Friday, the Qs went out on the lows and a lot of high beta names looked vulnerable. So today in the morning call, which we do every day, which gives you the action pre-market, I said, can Apple hold the gains or will it sell down? Can Netflix, that has a kind of ugly pattern, hold its gains or sell down? And you know what? They didn't hold their gains and they sold down. So that wasn't good for the overall market. Look at Apple. Apple broke this mid-tier range here and is now below it. Okay, on a very strong day. That's not great. So I would be a little cautious with Apple. Netflix also, gapped up and not much traction. Okay, went red. It's below the moving averages here. So Netflix to me is a little vulnerable. If this breaks 93 tomorrow, I think some stops will trigger and some people might even get short. And then like you mentioned in social media, okay, Twitter, which only has a 10 billion or 11 billion valuation when LinkedIn was taken out at 26, broke above this earnings gap. And it's holding pretty well. I think this has rooms. I think you could be in like 6-month options out, and at some point maybe someone takes this over for 20 billion. But anyway, technically it's acting better. And lastly, Facebook is still a little lethargic here, even in the face of its shareholders' vote on the stock split. Stock opened up and faded. So it's now in control, or getting hit by resistance here with the moving averages. So this range is tight. Hopefully this holds for the bulls. Otherwise, it could be pressured even more. I don't like the action in high beta tech right now. It's a little lethargic and to the weaker side.
Well, we see a mixed landscape in commodities. U.S. oil futures traded higher, but the oil gapped down. So as we will have this vote on Thursday, do you think, gold may bounce back?
I think gold made a stand today. It could have been a lot worse. The GLDs have been flirting with 124. So the GLDs are right now, the sellers could have broken it. Okay, in the morning call, which I do every day, I talked about can the 8-day hold. Well, GLD, the 8-day did hold there. It could have even went to the 21-day and it didn't. So it's taking some time to wash out this wide range bar. Even the miners held in pretty well. So, I think the jury's out, but at this point, again, buying the dip here has worked. This held the 21-day. And with oil, you just had a 3-day move. If you trade the ranges, okay, you had a buy of the 50-day, it bounced 3 days, I would probably have trimmed. So, better off playing the ranges and not chasing strength, not pressing weakness, but having some quick feed, or you just sit back and you do monthly inflows and you let these things work out, because in the long run, the bull market does win.
Okay, but on the other hand, the bank sector, because we will have this vote and also the Yellen tomorrow. So how does the bank doing right now?
Yeah, they had a little oversold bounce, but at this point, I don't think the Fed's in any rush to raise interest rates. So technically, the banks have been in a downtrend, not much to do. I'll give you one quick look at J.P. Morgan, which at this point, had a reversal today where it gapped up and got sold down below resistance here. This was support, now it's resistance. So the banks, in my opinion, are vulnerable. And watch J.P. Morgan. If J.P. Morgan were to break below this spot, you could see some selling in some of the weaker ones because this is considered best in breed.
Okay, that's all we have for today.
Yes, and we'll keep connecting the dots because the composure changes each day, and you got to make sure you're on top of the action and where the obsessive behavior is, because typically that turns into more of an opportunity than into follow through into that direction.
我们会继续为您带来最新鲜的美股资讯，感谢您的收看，我们明天再见。